I'm gonna show you how to make heel toe downshifting in your GR86 and BRZ an absolute cakewalk. If you struggled with it before, I have a couple things you may wanna try before you throw in the towel. Now, for those of you that don't know what I'm talking about, let me give you a quick crash course before I get into things so you have an idea. Heel toe shifting is a technique used by race car drivers to smoothly downshift while braking to maintain the balance of the car under hard braking, usually before a corner, to allow them to be in the correct gear to accelerate efficiently out of the corner. And to do so, you use a part of your foot to apply pressure to the brake and another part of your foot to blip the throttle at the same time to raise the RPM of the engine to match the gearing that you're gonna be going down to, which is not only easier on your clutch, but it also gives you a smooth transition to not upset the car, which can lead to understeer or oversteer depending on whether you're driving a front wheel drive or rear wheel drive car. If you're driving an all wheel drive car, well then either of those things can happen depending on the situation. Now, here's the problem that a lot of people run into. The spacing between the gas pedal and the brake pedal can make it a little bit awkward to get your foot on both pedals at the same time. Some people have smaller feet than others. They wear different kinds of shoes that vary in size, and depending on the car you drive, the pedals can be spaced differently. Some people are able to have the ball of their foot on the brake pedal while just rolling the side of their foot over to blip the gas pedal. I'm not one of those people. I find that I can't reliably apply the amount of pressure that I need to the brake and blip the throttle at the same time that way. So instead, I actually turn my foot and, as the name suggests, use my heel to blip the throttle. The way you do it purely depends on your personal preference and what you're comfortable with. But if you still have problems heel toeing, that is where these come into play. Or even if you don't really have a problem with it, these will make it a lot easier and make you more comfortable and consistent while doing so. The first thing that I've got here is the Verus Engineering Throttle Pedal Spacer. This moves the gas pedal closer to the brake pedal and actually gives you full adjustability both horizontally and vertically, allowing you to move the pedal left to right and up and down. Brings the pedal 25 millimeters closer to you as well. This way, you can fine tune the exact placement of the pedal to your liking. The second thing, which has actually been installed on my car since day one, is the Cusco Wide Accelerator Pedal Attachment. It's essentially a cover that goes over your OEM pedal that has a slight extension to it to close the gap between the brake pedal and the gas pedal. Both of these are stupid easy to install and should only take you less than half an hour. So I'll show you exactly how to install each one. We'll start with the Verus pedal spacer. Since I already have the Cusco pedal installed, I'll take that off and show you once the pedal is out of the car. In the driver's side footwell, we're gonna be removing this whole throttle pedal assembly. It's held in place with two 10mm nuts, one on the bottom right here and one at the top. And there's also a connector that we need to unplug at the very top of the assembly. We're gonna do that first before we remove the nuts. All right, I got that connector out. We'll grab our 10 and we'll remove these nuts. Make sure when you're taking these out that you are careful not to drop these behind the carpet. Otherwise, I have to spend some time looking for them. All right, I've got both nuts removed, so we can just grab this and pull it out. Now that we removed the throttle pedal from the car, we can grab our Verus spacer, take the two included bolts, and we're gonna insert them into the vertical slots on the back side. Once you've done that, this is ready to go in the car. Slide it over the two studs and reinstall the two 10mm nuts that we removed. After that, we can replace the stock pedal stop with the new included one, and then finally reinstall the pedal assembly and make our adjustments. Let's get this into place. Now, Verus recommends that you start this all the way over to the right side. So that's what I'm gonna do. Grab the nuts here. Tighten these down. They don't need to be super tight. Don't go too crazy on them, otherwise you're gonna strip it. There we go. Now for this pedal stop here, this is just gonna unscrew. So we'll take the old one out. Here we go. I'm gonna thread the new one on here. Now, if you're doing this for the very first time, it might take a little bit of work because it is not already threaded. So you're gonna kind of just need to force it in there. But I already did this, so it's a little bit easier the second time. Just make sure you thread it all the way in there. All right, let's go grab the pedal. Before we reinstall the pedal assembly, let me show you how to install the Cusco pedal. I already uninstalled the one that was on the car, and yes, I do have the peasant black plastic base model pedals that are absolutely terrible, but that makes this upgrade even better. And what comes with the kit is obviously the pedal itself, and then you get this rubber pad as well with double-sided tape on the backside. So what you're gonna do is peel this off and then stick it onto your pedal. I'm just gonna reuse the one that was already on the car, so we'll line this up best we can. And then we will grab the brackets and hardware and start clamping the pedal onto our pedal assembly. I've got the rubber pad installed on there. Here is the hardware and the brackets. The bracket with the single prong here is the bottom bracket, and the one with the two prongs is the top. You're gonna need a 2.5 millimeter Allen key and a 7 millimeter wrench. I'm gonna roughly install the brackets onto our pedal here. So 2 bolts and 2 nuts. Don't tighten these down all the way. We need them to be loose so we can slide it over the pedal assembly. So there's the top. And then the bottom. So if we flip this over, I'll show you exactly where those brackets are gonna go. So the top one slides over this portion right there. And the bottom one is gonna go into this hole that you see on the very bottom of your pedal. So make sure those are in place. There is a slight bit of adjustment that you can make. So if you want to turn the pedal just a tad bit closer to the brake pedal, you can do so by adjusting the top here, but the bottom is basically gonna stay in its place. So once you have it where you want, go ahead and grab the wrench and your Allen key and tighten everything down. All right, I think we are good to go. That is how it looks now from the front of the pedal. And here's another shot of the back so you can see where those brackets go again. Super simple and easy. And you can see how much larger this pedal is as well. So wider on both sides, and obviously you have the extension towards the brake pedal. We've got the new spacer installed, new pedal stop installed, and the Cusco pedal installed as well. So I'm gonna slide our pedal assembly back into place onto those bolts in the spacer. And we'll grab the included nuts and thread those on. Okay, there's one. Okay, so there's a second one. And again, you can adjust this up and down. I think it's like 8.75 millimeters of adjustment. We're gonna take our 10 millimeter socket and tighten this down. Again, doesn't need to be super tight, just nice and snug. Top one. Okay. Don't forget to plug that connector back in, otherwise things aren't going to be working properly. There we go. And now you can see that gap has closed quite a bit from the gas pedal to the brake. Unfortunately, I don't have a great way to mount a pedal camera for you guys while I'm driving, but I'll give you a quick demonstration here stationary. You can see that gap between the brake pedal and the gas pedal has been significantly decreased. So when I'm on the brake pedal, I can very easily turn my foot and blip the throttle with my heel without having to go too far and worry about my heel hitting the transmission tunnel or interfering with anything else. Very quick and easy motion, just like that. Let's go drive the car and see how it feels actually out on the road. I got all sorts of lights on my dash because I don't have the passenger seat in, but that's okay. Been driving around for a bit, and it is gonna take some getting used to because that gas pedal is a little bit closer. It's made me launch the car off the line a couple of times. But let's see how the heel-toe downshifts feel. I see some red and blue lights behind me. I don't think they're for me, but let's hope not. I have a feeling I'm gonna blip the throttle way too much because of how close the gas pedal is. We'll see. That was without braking. Yep. Let's go again. That felt pretty good though. Super easy. Just a nice turn of the foot. There we go again. I still need to get used to that. All right, we'll go right here. Yeah, I'm blipping the throttle way too much now because of how close the pedal is to me. That's gonna take some getting used to, but I'm liking how close the pedal is now. I don't have to move my foot very far at all to turn my heel and give the throttle a nice blip. I'm just doing it a little too much now. So it's just gonna be some adjusting on my end, but as far as the placement of the pedal itself, perfect. Just need some adjusting on my end. I haven't driven this car in so long. Oh gosh. It's a little darty. I feel like it needs an alignment. Okay, yes. Doesn't take much to get the hang of it. Definitely great placement, a lot closer. It's really easy to get used to. Like I said, this is my first time driving with the spacer. I had the accelerator pedal, the Cusco accelerator pedal installed and loved that. And now to be able to adjust the pedal left and right and up and down, you can put it wherever you want. I told you it was stupid easy. It's literally 2 nuts and a connector that you unplug to take the pedal out. And if you're installing the Cusco pedal, you just clamp this over the top, or if you're installing the spacer, this just slides on, you reinstall your pedal, make some adjustments, and you are set. You could actually install both at the same time if you really want. Now, if you are installing the spacer, keep in mind that this is obviously changing the positioning of your throttle pedal. So when you go out for the first drive, just be a little bit careful. It's not that big of a deal, but it may take a little getting used to. If you want to pick any of these up for yourself, the links will be down in the descriptions. If you have any questions whatsoever, comment down below. If you found this helpful, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Give this video a thumbs up. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.